Welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is November the 8th, 2019, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Guys, sorry for the delay. Was kind of extremely busy today, so could not make it on time, right? So, but let's get it started. We're not going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this later on, but you can just take a screenshot, right? So, let's just move on to the, lower degree, guys. In today's content, guys, when BTC was pushing to the upside, most of us were pretty much moon boys, and then we are expecting like a 11K. I told you guys, let's be careful. All right, let's be careful because BTC is it is still not looking great, even though we got a 40% move to the upside. If you try to FOMO, try to long BTC from like a 10,000, 10.6, expecting like a 11.5, you're gonna get in trouble, right? So hopefully most of you guys watch the yesterday live stream. I gave you a big warning 24 hours before the drop, and I showed you guys with the green box, right? We're still not within the green box, but it is still okay. If you short it anywhere around like a 83, 86 area, you should be okay with a 1,000-point move to the downside, right? I also give you a big warning on XRP. You guys know I'm a big fan of XRP as far as chart, right? And I think like XRP gonna make a big move. Give you a big warning when XRP was 31 cents. I got kicked out, right? But I was like, man, I'm not touching XRP. XRP is pretty bearish, but still, don't try to. Still, I'm not gonna touch it. The trend is pretty clear, so don't try to long XRP. And I told you like target to the downside was like a 25 cents, and XRP we hit I think 27, stuff like that, right? Give you a warning yesterday about Ethereum hitting like $82, 182, and we did that. Litecoin we called for like a $60. We dropped down to $60. Bitcoin Cash we haven't hit our target of 260, but it is okay. It could be on its way, right? So and one of the coins, guys, I've been trying to tell you to keep an eye on it is ICX and ADA. It's actually two, right? ICX and ADA. All right. So let's dive into the price action of BTC, guys. So that's a beautiful pattern right here, guys. Like we talked about this pattern, when BTC was like gave us this move. We said like BTC gonna give us this move, and it's gonna give us some sort of a flat correction. Either it's gonna look like this, or it could be a 3 down, 3 up, another 3 down, stuff like that, right? But we knew we're gonna get something like this, okay? Like with the 80% confidence, we've been expecting it. That's why I never long BTC more than 1,000 point within this area, okay? I long BTC only like twice, right? But I shorted it from like 99 down to 88. We longed it from 88 down to roughly 99, right? So in that area. So, but it is still bearish at the moment, but it is just corrective. So you have to be careful because we're about to get a big move to the upside. So if you just get panic, and then if you get in panic and then selling, and then expecting like everybody to say BTC is bearish, it's going to make a big move very shortly, okay? That's what I tried to show you in this area, but this is not confirmed yet. It is just a pattern I'm gonna keep an eye on, but we're gonna talk about it later, right? We're gonna talk about it later. But that's for the premium members. So if you want to join the premium member, just shoot me a message, right? But in terms of Elliott wave perspective, right, you can see that it is a 3-wave move, clean 3-wave move, right? So, and I told you, all right, just for educational purposes, right, whenever you get an impulse wave, you're gonna get a 3-wave move, right? You're gonna get 1, 2, and 3, okay? So, but sometimes this 3-wave move can either be a simple, just an easy ABC correction, right? Just like this ABC correction, but sometimes it can be a WXY, right? WXY. So what's the difference between WXY? I talked about it many times, and if you wanna understand what's the difference between WXY, just join the premium member, and then we're gonna discuss it, right? So you can see like either we're gonna get a WXY, or we're gonna get a an ABC correction. And WXY, right? You can see you always want to anticipate, not always, but most of the time, right? You want to anticipate your Y wave to be 1-to-1 extension of your W wave to be 1-to-1 extension of your Y wave, right? But if you take a look at it in this area, right? Let's move on to a lower degree. Okay, if you take your Y wave, let's say like this is your W, okay? That's W, X, and Y, right? So we could assume like the Y is completed, because I'm gonna show you why the Y could be completed, right? Just let's do this. All right, that's clean enough, right? So what I just said, right? I said your W, okay, could be 1-to-1 extension of your Y. Look at it, guys, 1-to-1 extension exactly. And guess what was our second target? Our second target was 8700, because I was anticipating that 1-to-1 extension of this wave, right? So first target was 89, second target 87, third target it could be down to like even 535, okay? 8535, not 535, right? So why 535? Because you could expect, right, a higher, you know, extension, okay? Higher extension could be all the way down to roughly 127, okay? 1.27, not 1-to-1. We hit the 1-to-1 exactly, right? But not 1-to-1, 1.27, right? So 1.27 going to be roughly around like a 8400, right? But before 8400, you got points. You got a 0.618 pullback, which is roughly of this entire move. I'm just going to remove everything, right? You got 0.618 pullback. 0.618 pullback. It is right around like a 85.35, right? But you know, 1.27 of your Y of your W extension going to be at 8400, right? So it is going to be a nice confluence between 85.45 to 85.35 to 8400. So you could be looking for this wave, this area, okay? Anywhere in this area, right? So that's a nice area to look for a long position. Everything is pretty much down, but it's not guaranteed, okay? It's not guaranteed like we could go long in this area. It's not guaranteed, but it is a nice area to start looking for a long position. If it doesn't work out, hit your stop loss, and then you could be looking for all the way down to 8K. Okay, you could be looking for all the way down to 8K, right? But as up to now, with a 60 to a 75% chance, we could be pushing high. Okay, we could be pushing high basically. That's all I wanted to cover regarding this pattern, this WXY correction. And one of the reasons I'm looking for BTC to make another wave down, it is, you know, WXY correction, right? It is 3 3 3 3, right? You can see in this area we got three wave. That's what I was trying to tell you. This wave could just go high, okay? That's why I didn't want to I was hesitating to short either at, you know, 8300, I mean 9300, or wait till 96. So it was a big question for me, but I ended up just shorting at 93, right? And then this one has to be three wave, okay? You can see it, this Y, it has to be three wave, right? It has to be, but we only got a single wave in this area, so we could make this move a 0.618 to 50% pullback all the way up to even 9100 and get this wave down, all right? And get this wave down to like 84 to 8500. So this way we're gonna get this move, get the divergence. This wave, in order to get a divergence, guys, the wave has to be, it has to be a wick. It cannot close like at 85 to 84, right? So that way your R's are gonna do this and drop down. As soon as we get the, you know, price get bought up, R's are gonna retract, okay? So you're gonna get the divergence. That's what I'm anticipating, at least for the short term, in order to get our 3333. All right, so I know it's pretty nasty, but I gave you a big warning, like since like the October 25th. I told you like let's wait for this, right? And then a possible drop, another push, right? So let me take a look at the chat room, see if you guys have any question. It's going to be a very short live stream. It's not much to say. We talked about all of these stuff like the last 10 days, guys. I've been giving you big warning, but most of you guys pretty much been prepared, and then so basically most of you guys did well. All right, most of you guys did well, except like some of you guys are long in BTC from 9100 yesterday during the live stream. So hey, what's up E, what's up Rob? Make sure to hit the like, guys. What's up Strengths? It's been a while, man. Hey, what's up some guy? Thank you for tuning in, man. 84 to 79. Thanks a lot some guy. You know, I got a 84 to 79 in mind, So it's going to be a 400 points. It's going to be very volatile. You might not even feel it. Just like after the push to the upside, BTC been pretty volatile in this area, like roughly around like 89 to 96. It's like almost what 500 points, right? 89 to 95, 600 points. But you see how volatile it is. So this dropping down to 84 to 8K, it's not going to be a big deal right now, because volatility is going to be so high. It can do that like in like less than 48 hours. Okay, it can drop back, pump back up in less than 48 hours, because volatility is going to be so high. We're not going to get these corrective waves. Okay, I told you this is just correction, and it could go higher yesterday. Like if you're bullish, I gave you like the pattern you could be looking for, but you didn't get it, right? Because I wasn't playing this one out. I was just telling you what you could get, right? But I told you I'm looking for this move, right? I told you I'm looking for that move. So we might hit, yes, we might hit 9100. It's not a financial advice, guys. It's not a financial advice. I'm just analyzing the chart. You hit the button and then you do whatever you want. But I'm just giving you all the possibilities, you could get. And I'm telling you what I'm most likely going to be doing. But you don't have to do what I do. Okay, just like yesterday, I told you we were on short. The group were on short like from 83. Not 83 but 93, right? 9300, roughly around this area. But somebody said like he was longing from 9100. So I was like, you got a pretty valid reason to long BTC in this area, right? Because it is your own opinion. You got a nice pattern, right? Nice beautiful pattern. It could push back up, right? But I never got out. I just say, hey, let's put a stop loss below entry, and then just let's see what BTC wants to do. Right, but you can see it was pretty volatile yesterday. But and then if you panicked and then you get out, it's okay. But it was pretty volatile, and sometimes it is normal to be panicking. BTC is very, very, very crazy, right? Very crazy, very crazy. Hey, what's up, J Mart? Hey, what's up, Buzz? Thank you for tuning in, man. Hopefully your short went well. I know you've been waiting for this short forever, right? So so this is a beautiful pattern, man. It is just a the same pattern we met on the daily. We nailed it. You guys remember, if you've been following this channel, when BTC gave us this 14K, we called 14K when BTC was like what 11K, right? We said that BTC 14K gonna be is the easiest target, right? Right, and then we hit 14K. As soon as we hit 14K, I told you guys BTC gonna make 3, 3, 3, 3, and that. All right, so and that's what exactly we did. And as soon as we made this move, right, as soon as we made this move, everybody started talking about like a rising wedge, stuff like that. And I was like, be careful, guys. Now I told you like we're gonna make a 3 wave, this move and that move, a possible push to the upside, right? It could go all the way up to 12K even, right? So let's be careful. I'm bearish. But the pattern we could be getting could be bullish. Okay, we could be bullish, right? Could be bullish. Could be bullish. What's up, Tech? Yeah, let's just be careful. So what are we looking for? We're looking for another reversal, right? Looking for another reversal somewhere around here. I will analyze the chart again. It could even drop down like to 77, but I don't want to put too many if, right? So we're just gonna analyze what we got and stay with it, basically. Stay with it, all right? Stay with it. 45 minutes is your friend. Sometimes it can mislead you, right? Like yesterday was basically oversold in this area, looking nice, but got this fake out. I was like, oops, that's it. Now we extremely oversold. It is good time to start accumulating. Really, it is good time. And I told you like yesterday, if it failed, right? If you watched the live stream yesterday, and I told you that if the 45 minutes is oversold, right, and it failed, it can be dragging down all the way up here, okay? Because you gotta remember these numbers. It's like from 0 to 100. You cannot say like it cannot go to 0, right? It can go all the way down like to 1 or something like that. So you just have to be very careful. Don't just rely on the on it being oversold. You have to also rely on your pattern and see what you could be anticipating, right? Right now it is dropping 88.18. It's okay, right? It is just it is just corrective. Okay, it is just corrective. It could be in this area like for the next 2 days or so. So it's just corrective. So you don't want to lose any money in this range. Could make a falling wedge also. So you don't want to lose any money. Just you know, you just have to buy and try to buy at the bottom and then just wait. All right. So if it drop low, you just wait. All right? Don't do anything. Even though it's not a financial advice, I'm just telling you what could happen. What could happen. I don't use fork. I don't use forks. But John does. John he's in a private group and a premium member also. He does use the pitchfork, and his pitchfork sometime, not sometime, but I use it also like to monitor also my target, because sometimes I'm looking for a target he's looking for, or I'm looking for a target like where his pitch fork might be, one of the line of his pitch might be at, like the 8900 level, because even before we dropped down to 8900, we talked about it. BTC was right around like I think 94, 93, and then we've been targeting 8900, and our first take profit was 89. Okay, it was 89, right? 8900, because I was really worried about like 89.50 just because of the 100 EMA 100 EMA on the 4 hour and also on the 12 hours. That's what I was worried about, this red line. Okay, but this red line was too weak. Look at it, we went straight down to the 21 EMA on the 12 hours, right? 21 EMA on the 12 hours. So straight, got a big support, previous resistance, now acting as a big support. Hey guys, we definitely can make this move. Okay, we definitely can make this move all the way up to even 9600. So be prepared, guys, for the volatility. The volatility is back. All right. Okay, I will check out the fork. You say the target from 3150 to wave 1 and then 2. Okay, I will check it out. I will ask John. John are very good with the pitchfork. I will check it out. I don't do much pitchfork most of the time, right? But guys, it is a beautiful correction, man. It is a beautiful correction. You could anticipate anything like a falling wedge, another descending triangle, because most people, like, once BTC don't give them what they want, they kind of panic, sell, and then they forget about the entire pattern. But we could be making another descending triangle up. I mean, another descending triangle up to this area, right? We could double bottom in this area, get this move, and come back down and retest this area, push back up and drop. All of these are pretty much that's not descending, but you get the concept, right? Get the concept. All of these are pretty much, you know, plenty of pattern you could be anticipating, and then looking for BTC to drop. All right, so don't just panic sell and be extremely bearish. Even though I'm still 35% bullish. What's up, Andrew? All right, hey, what's up, K4W? So we got 35 watching. So if you haven't joined the public Telegram group, make sure to hit the link under the description. So it is not much to say, guys. The pattern is playing out perfectly, beautifully. You know, if you bearish, good luck. But I'm starting to be bullish for another push, right? So hopefully we can get it. But if the pattern works out, we can get this move and get this move. All right, I keep saying it, guys. And like I told you, we're gonna make 3 up. You know, 3 down. We could make this, you know, up to 0.786 or up to 0.786. But I wouldn't anticipate 0.786, just 0.618. But you have to be very careful which one going to be your origin. Are you going to look for this as your starting point, like 99, or you going to look for 10.6 as your you know, initial, you know, starting point? So it all depends. So let's say the bottom is going to be like 85, right? So you could anticipate, let's see, you could anticipate up to, you know, up to 95, 96, right? In this area, 95, 96, right? We're assuming like 8,500 gonna be the bottom, right? We could get this move, right? And then get this move again, and then get this, right? All the way up to 11, right? So this way you're gonna get your clean WXY correction, right? clean WXY correction, clean WXY correction. And I talked about it with Hippo Crypto also. If you guys don't know who's Hippo, he invited me on his channel like last week, you know, and we talked about this pattern. He was pretty open about this pattern, and he was pretty bearish too. He said like, hey guys, we could be making this WXY correction to the downside, so, and we could also make this WXY correction. All right, so you have to be very careful. WXY correction, it only means like 3-wave correction, because you're going to be very confused. You're going to be like, okay, you told me this one is WXY, and you're telling me again you're making another WXY. So, but you just have to understand what's going on, right? So you just have to understand what's going on. So, hey, what's up, Zay Nuno? Yeah, we can bounce, man. You can bounce. I'm telling you, we can bounce very hard, like from this area. Just like I told you guys, like when BTC was at 14K, right? We said what? We're gonna make 3-wave down, right? After we made this 3-wave down, I was targeting what? 13K. After we hit 13K, guys, I told them we're gonna hit like what? This area, 95. But I think target was 10.1 to 10.2, right? 10.1 to 10.2 was the target, right? BTC pushed this. I was looking for a double bottom, but we dropped down another 1,000 point, right? But still, the only difference was like this one was kind of tricky because it gave us a 5-wave. It gave us the 5-wave with a 3-3, you know, 3-3-5 correction. So if you don't understand what's going on, right, you're still gonna call it a flat correction. It is a flat correction. It is a flat correction, which is a 3-3, right? You got 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. That's a flat correction, right? Either way you look at it, you can yeah, it doesn't matter how you look at it, but it is a flat correction, right? So this is a 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. But on the bigger picture, it is just 3-wave. It is 1, 2, 3. That's all you have to do, and say W. That's it, right? That's all you have to do. But on the lower degree, you understand what's going on. You just don't have time to go and analyze it, right? You can just go out time to analyze it, but you understand what's going on. So we could get the same exact move again, okay? You could, like I said it when BTC was at 10.6, something like that. I said like this correction gonna last forever, right? Just because you take a look at the 21 days candle, most of you guys don't take a look at the bigger picture, man. You just like me, you just love the smaller time frame, right? So you take a look at the 21 days candle. When I was telling my guys, right, BTC gonna go back up to where? Up to like a 10.4. That was like roughly around like this candle, okay, late September, right? This candle, I was telling like we could be hitting all the way up back to 10.5, right? But you know, this candle was very undecisive. 2 days, like on the I think October 22nd, something like that, October 19th. I told them maybe we're not gonna make it. Okay, we got like 95% chance this candle is not gonna go up there. So, but guess what? The very next candle went all the way up. Okay, the very next candle. The reason why I was looking for a retest, because if you look to your left, right, in this area, you can see how we got this nasty drop. I was looking for this move. Okay, I was looking for this move, and I talked about it in the premium member, and we talked about it in the public group also. So, but this move we got it in this area, very engulfing, but because the new candle gonna start like on the 12th, November 12th, in like 4 days. So we definitely gonna just not even like by Elliott wave perspective, right? We can just you can just expect like BTC to retest 50% of this week, okay? 50% of this rejection. If like we're gonna close like this 21 days candle gonna close like on the 11th, right? The new candle gonna start on the 12th. So we got a chance to go back and retest 50% of this week. So how does it affect our Elliott wave perspective, right? You go on the lower degree, you can see we're looking for a 3-wave move, right? And what did we say? If like we're gonna get this 3-wave, we can go back up, and this is gonna affect how we look at like on the 21 days candle, what we said exactly on the 21 days candle. So yeah, it is a big puzzle, but you have to play it out. You have to understand what's going on in order to anticipate all these moves, and you're not gonna be panicking. All right, you're not gonna be panicking. What's new and exciting? BTC is dropping. Hit the likes, guys. Make sure to hit the likes, guys. You don't get these detailed analysis, you know, anywhere else. All right. You don't get this detailed analysis anywhere else. 24 hours before the drop, gave you a big warning. You take a look at the thumbnails. Beautiful though, beautiful, beautiful drop, beautiful, beautiful guys. That's beautiful, beautiful. So basically, guys, we nailed every single target in this correction. We nailed it. All right, I keep saying it. You know, 700 points down, 1,000 point up, another 1,000 point down, 400%. I mean, not 400%, 400 point. But we got out after the first target. Second target was like 95 in that 95.50, right? I think 95.50 to 97. But we hit this second target, the first target. But we just decided to get out and then wait for confirmation to short it. But we just decided after we break this area of you know, this red line, as soon as we broke it, 9,300, we said let's take it. Okay, the pattern could be coming in, right? Could be coming in very shortly. Yeah, 5,000 still on the play. So, guys, like, you have to differentiate like the big picture and then the low volatility. I told you, like, guys, you see BTC going all the way up. I told you 2 weeks ago, BTC going all the way up to 11K doesn't change anything about the bigger picture. We're still going to be making some lower highs, right? We still could make this, right? Just because I'm calling for a 3,000 point move doesn't mean like let's go on the day. Does not mean like BTC is pretty much bullish. Okay, going to 12K, we can even hit 12K. It's not a big deal. It's not going to change anything about the bigger picture. Okay, it's not going to change anything about the bigger picture. 5K is still in play, but let's see how we're going to react to the like retesting these levels, if like we're even going to retest it. All right, if we're even going to retest it, because we have to finish up this correction first. Get this drop, get this correction, probably get the double bottom, and then see like if like we're gonna get the, you know, get enough momentum to go all the way up to 11.5 to 11.8, right? 11.5 to 11.8. And if you go back, watch my early June, like I think early July live stream, I gave you the same pattern on the bigger picture on the daily, right? From 14K, 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, and this move, right? That's what we said, right? So that's what we said. So, hey guys, we got 35 watching, so make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you're new to the content, right? So let's move on to Ethereum, right? Ethereum is not looking bad, right? Even though, you know, it gave me a tough time because I was focusing on the lower degree. But on the bigger picture, you can see Ethereum gave us a tough time. We shorted at 184. It kept going up all the way up to like 195, right? But you can see it is coming back down to us now, getting a support. That's a good thing. So Ethereum not breaking this area of let's see, like 172 to 169 level. If like we don't break it, that'll be extremely bullish for BTC. Okay, extremely bullish for BTC, because Ethereum, all we have to do is just break this. All Ethereum has to do is break this area. Okay, is break this area. So that's what Ethereum only has to do. Okay, we just have to break this area, and then the 21 EMA, you know, it is exactly at 222, right? Exactly at 222. But I'm still for the short term bearish on Ethereum. Don't get me wrong. So Ethereum breaking out, going to 222, or even like a break it and get a possible fake out to 250, is still going to be a pullback. What type of pullback? You could anticipate a higher pullback. Okay, from this 367, we could anticipate Ethereum going all the way up, right? All the way up to 260, up to like a 287, right? Because you just have to respect this fib retracement, right? But for the bearish momentum, I'm still looking to the downside. If like that pattern doesn't play out, I'm gonna play it, you know, slowly, right? I'm gonna play it slowly. So if that pattern doesn't play out, I'm still looking for like the low 130, right? Basically 135 to 128, which is like 1.27 to 1.28. That was our initial target when Ethereum was after we hit our target of like 150, in that 152 in this area. We were looking for this move, but you know, we got this reversal. But we talked about this reversal even before it happened, right? Because Bitcoin Cash gave us that pattern. So, but let's see, okay? Let's see. But in terms of bearishness, okay, you got pretty valid argument. This is a nice ABC correction, right? And then you could look for this move. That's one of the reasons I'm looking for 135, because BTC gave us this move like before the drop down to 72, right? You guys remember? Let's go back to BTC. And we talked about it in our premium member, right? BTC gave us this correction. All right, so this correction, we talked about this correction, and then target was 72 to 74. Why did we target a 72 to 74? Because it was 1.27 to 1.41 extension, right? Retracement, not extension. So, and it was live, guys, and we hit this target live. It was live stream. We hit this target, right? So you can see Ethereum could be making the same pattern. So we just have to be very careful. So, but it definitely basically gonna direct what Ethereum gonna be doing. If like we double bottom from this area, and then basically looking to push to the upside again, definitely Ethereum can break that area of 100 EMA on the daily, and then definitely try to retest like the 21 EMA. Okay, try to retest the 21 EMA. All right, guys, we talked about Ethereum. Let's move on to Ripple XRP. Okay, Ripple XRP, that's the target I left you guys last night. I haven't even touched it. I haven't even taken a look at Ripple, guys, because that's live stream. So look, same pattern. So the trend line is holding, okay, even though I'm looking for 25, like, but this one is not invalidated yet. Okay, it's not invalidated yet. So let's see if like Ripple gonna make this pattern to the upside. As up to now, I'm still not gonna touch it. Okay, I'm still not gonna touch Ripple, but I will start trading Ripple again. I haven't been focused enough to trade Ripple, right? But because Ripple is crazy, right? It's crazy. So I'm looking for this move down to 25 cents. We can get another wick and jump back up into the trend line, right? So keep an eye on Ripple, right? I'm just gonna leave the setup like this until it is invalidated, and I might change the trend line and look for another possible move, right? But as up to now, if you just want to stay consistent, that's we talk about this move, right? We talk about this move. That's just corrective. We said it. We said this is corrective, and then we're gonna need this move. That's just to be consistent, right? But if we just want to play trend line, that's what I'm looking for. That's what you could be looking for at the same time, right? Until it is invalidated, and then you look for this move. And then you look for this, right? That and that, right? But let's stay focused just about this one, because it is most likely have a better chance to be invalidated than the other one, right? So let's move on to EOS. EOS, you can see like target similar pattern, right? So you can see EOS, we said like we could be dropping. We haven't touched this this setup, guys. So same setup. We said like it can drop anywhere in this area. It doesn't have to meet like this line. This line is just for illustration, just so I can remember, right? But it can be anywhere between like a $3 to $3.2 in that area before giving us another push. So, and that push could be a big move, right? Like could be like a 28%, 38% move, right? So, and Ripple, not Ripple, but EOS. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. Let's take a look at the MACD. Okay, the MACD, you can see the 3-day chart is extremely looking good. So EOS basically retesting anywhere around like a $3 to $2.8 to $3. Volatility gonna be extremely good and high enough to just ladder your position, not worry, even ladder your position in a 2 to 3% range, right? So big separation, right, between the MACD, between these two moving averages, like a blue line and then the orange line. I don't think like on the on the 3 days we're gonna get a divergence, because you know the separation is strong enough for, you know, EOS to continue the uptrend, right? Give us a go all the way up to like a $4 or stuff like that, even high. Okay, even retest like a 420 in that range, right? This area. But BTC has to acknowledge it, so let's see if like we're gonna get that move, all right? At least for the short term. But it doesn't change anything about the my bearishness for the medium term, right? For the long term, right? So it doesn't change anything until like we break out cleanly, and then I will change my mind, right, to be bullish. All right, so Bitcoin Cash next. All right, Bitcoin Cash, let's go on a lower degree. All right, so Bitcoin Cash, yesterday we talked about Bitcoin Cash, right? Same pattern, guys. You know, we said like Bitcoin Cash could give us this move and a double bottom roughly around this area for 100 EMA. You know, bearish momentum, MACD separation, RSI, you know, facing down. It's not looking bad. So let's see if like the 100 EMA, that's our next target to look for. The 100 EMA, it is roughly around like a 263. And guys, we talked about it when Bitcoin Cash was like what, almost like $300, because we also called for this move, Bitcoin Cash to double top in this area. Let's just remove everything, guys. Come on, let's go back. Let's go back, guys. Let's go back. What we said like a couple days ago, right? We said Bitcoin Cash got this move to be made, got this move, right? Similar to basically to Ripple XRP, right? Just pattern, right? Just pattern. You can see like it is making three-way move. Okay, it could be 5. It could be 5 down to like a 260. Though if it is 5, it has to be another. Well, we don't want it to be 5, because if it is 5, it means Bitcoin Cash gonna drop further, right? Because 5, if you get 5, you have to get 3, and then you have to get another 5. So let's just assume it is 3. It is just corrective, right? It could corrective double bottom, and then we could look for a further push to the upside, right? So, but as up to now, on 4 hours, we got a strong support from the 100 EMA. Was roughly around 275. We dropped down to today's low was like let's see, the daily low 270. Okay, I think target was like 268, something like that, right? Let's see, because I don't trade Bitcoin Cash. I just analyze it. You can see it was 382 actually, right? We didn't quite hit 382, right? You can see target was 382. But depending how you look at it, if you just want to take the entire baseline, you hit your 382. But if you want to just get this area as your bottom, because it matters a lot how you draw your fib retracement, right? It matters depending on how skillful you are, right? And how aggressive you are. So if you want like a 198, you guys remember we hit that 198. Our target was 192, but we dropped down to 198, right? We didn't quite hit it. But you can see if you take 198 as your bottom, we didn't quite hit like a 266, which is like 382. But if you just take the baseline, okay, take the baseline, which means like every single week is above your zero line in this area, or at least testing your zero line. You basically see like a you know, we hit like a 382, but it is very subjective. So let's stay consistent and then put it right here. Okay, so we say, okay, we might be coming back down and retest 382, right, which is like 266. So 266. Hey guys, we got 35 watching. I think we only got 8 likes, so make sure to hit the likes, guys. You're getting free content, okay? You're getting free content. It's free, guys. It is free content, not a financial advice. Just do your own research. All right. So, all right, guys. We talked about. Let's move on to my watch list, which is ICX and ADA. We're gonna be talking about it the next few weeks, right? ICX, as we said, right, we got a very corrective wave in this area. So we said like we still can drop down and double bottom right around like a 15 cents. So, but right now, as up to now, it is good to be accumulating ICX under like 80, like under 1900 sats. on dollar value, roughly around like a 17 to 14 cents, anywhere in that area, right? Good enough to be accumulating ICX, because we're looking for this big move versus BTC, right? We're looking for this move, right? That's like almost double in price, 8,700, guys. So you don't get these moves anywhere else, right? But you just have to be very patient. It could come very quick. It could come before end of the year. It could come like you know, January. But that's like doubling your BTC holding just by buying ICX. It's not a financial advice, guys. So just by buying ICX under like you know, under 1,800 sats, all right? And we could be looking for all the way up to it could even go like to 3,300 sats, right? But just to first take profit gonna be roughly around like 3,000 to 3,200, right? So let's take a look at ADA next. ADA USD. Okay. ADA USD. I'm still looking for. This one is kind of tricky. One of the reasons why it is tricky, because it still can on the dollar value, it still can drop down and double bottom. That's one of the reasons like I'm favoring ICX, but it's still going to be accumulating anywhere in this area. Okay, anywhere in this area will be accumulating. All right, and if it drops down, nice accumulation, because we still can get this move, right? This move could be let's see, that's a 300% gain, guys. Like anyway, if you're lucky enough to buy it at the bottom again, if not, let's say we even like push to the upside from this double bottom of a 3.035, you could be looking for a 200% gain, right? So, but it is not my, you know, it is not my number one pick. Number one pick is ICX, right? Number one pick for the rest of the year, ICX, right? So, but ADA, we're gonna keep talking about it every live stream. Let's take a look at ADA BTC. ADA BTC, come on. Okay, 480. Okay, ADA BTC medium term target roughly around like 650, and we said like nice accumulation from this area. You can either accumulate, right, ADA BTC from this box, which is roughly around like a 400 to 450. When we started talking about it, ADA was like 470, I think. So it's relatively the same, right? So either we can push from this area or we can push from this box. But accumulation, and I explained to you guys why I'm looking for this move, right? So let's take a look at ADA BTC on another chart. So I won't mess up this setup. Okay, so that's what we talked about yesterday, right? We said like, okay, ADA, I know you're seeing a lot of lines, right? But I'm just repeating what I said, right? We said ADA, okay, we got, you know, a nice corrective move, another nice corrective move in this area. So what can you expect? This move, it can go straight, be a very impulse wave all the way up, okay? Just like Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum, okay? Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum and Litecoin also. And target to the upside, you can be very moderate and look for 1.27 extension to like 1.41, okay, which is going to be roughly around our target, okay. 1.618 going to be roughly around, you know, 650. So this box, if like we get an impulse wave, we could look for like a double top in this area, all right. So and but the other possible scenario, we said like it's like, you know, ADA can either decide to make another small corrective wave down in this area, and people are going to look for this head and shoulder. They're going to say, okay, head and shoulder, 1-to-1 extension to the downside. Right, I'm showing you guys, okay, 1-to-1 extension to the downside, and then they're going to target all the way down to like a 200 sats, right, 250. But guess what, ADA going to get this move, okay? It's going to get this move. It's going to get this move. It's gonna get this move, all right? So let's look for this move all the way up to like a 650, all right? So But as up to now, it is buyable. But don't go buy it because I'm saying it's going to push to the upside. But I'm bullish. Okay, I'm personally bullish on there for the short term. It's not even like that bad like versus BTC. It's just a pattern I like, and it it has a very high probability of playing out most of the time. Very a high success rate. So whenever I see it, I just take it. Whenever I see it, even down like to the 15 minutes when BTC was pushing yesterday to the upside, like when we started the live stream, and I was telling you, okay guys, this pattern is gonna play out, 80% out, 80%, 8 out of 10 is gonna play out. Okay, gonna play out. Let's go back to BTC and go on the 15 minutes, right? You can see yesterday on the 15 minutes we talked about this pattern, right? It was just like this, guys. Just similar move. You just have to look at it in 3D. We say like we can get this move, right? Get the divergence, and then we're gonna get this move, right? So, and we did that exactly, and we talked about it before even like we got that move. Okay, before we got this drop at the beginning of the live stream, the first 4 minutes of my previous live stream. If you go and watch it, right? So if you go watch it, I think for the first 15 minutes, right? So. I don't think alt have bottomed, but I think some alt they looking good. Okay, they looking good, but I wouldn't say they bottomed. Okay, but they looking good. So in order to say they bottomed, you have to get a big move. You have to get a confirmation and say, okay guys, that's it, we're going to the moon, right? But if you say they bottom and the alt drop 30%, you have to change your mind again, right? So, but if they give you a big move like 300% gain, and then you're like, okay, that's it, that was the bottom. If they drop 30%, you still got like you got plenty of time to drop another 70%, to drop before you say, okay man, that's not a bottom. So, but if you call the bottom right now, they drop 30% tomorrow, you're gonna be like, oh man, I changed my mind again. Jesus XTZ, y'all. Hit BTC. That's beautiful chart. That's beautiful. I think we talked about Tezos the other day, and I was like, take profit, right? I think we talked about Tezos the other day, and I said like it is time to take profit. This pattern you're seeing right now, it is the same pattern ICX is making also. You just have to look at it, have to understand how to look at it, right? But it is the same pattern. So it just gave us this big move. I didn't see it, but I would have called this pattern if I seen it. Like it could go higher, like up to retest like $1.60. But the best thing to do is like take profit right now. Let's take a look at the 6 hours. Six hours still not looking bad. As long as we don't drop below 110, stuff like that, we should be okay. Okay, we should be okay. Unless like you're looking for a three-way move down. Okay, looking for a three-way move down. But it is just gonna be corrective, so I would give it like time. It could push back up, get the double top, and push like a 50%. Like I would at least give it time to drop down to $1. Alright, drop down to $1 before like buying or doing anything. But as up to now, it is still corrective. Got plenty of room to go all the way up to $1.50 to $1.60. Okay, $1.50 to $1.60 in this area. Alright, but it is not a good buy right now. Okay, it is not a good buy unless you're holding it. Right, you're making decision, but I wouldn't be touching it right now. Alright, even if it goes to $1.60, I wouldn't be touching it. So. 25 likes. Okay, the stuff doesn't refresh. All right, guys, I'm just gonna keep it short today. We talked about BTC enough. We talked about Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, ICX, ADA. So Link is looking good. It's looking good, but it's very corrective. Let's see. No, it's not corrective. It is making a nice bottom formation in this area. Right? It could go all the way up to like a 3300. Okay, 3300 also. So it could even go high, give us this pattern, a triple top, and then we could look for further sell-off. But it is looking good, right? It's looking good. I mean, anything on YouTube, man. You got a lot of YouTube is your best resource, guys. Anything, just keep watching on YouTube, and like a lot of good content gonna pop out. Because most of the time I don't save like anything I watch. I just watch, like, and move on. But I need to stop putting it into playlists. But if I have a playlist, I might just share it. But I don't have any playlist of MACD and RSI. Just Google it on YouTube. I mean, not Google it. Search it on YouTube, MACD. RSI, you're gonna see a lot of content, a lot of great content. Sometimes the oldest content are even better, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. They're even better because nowadays you see a lot of nonsense, right? So, all right, guys. Hopefully, you guys gonna be safe out there. Don't get in trouble. Be careful. Market always gonna be around. Whether you buy or get wrecked, market gonna be around. So you better be safe so you can be around long enough to also, right? So all right, guys, thank you for watching.